I've got a little bit more on what to expect for Omaha, why we're going to show you those slim chances of showers and storms, and also what our forecast for watch parties could be here. We first start WDSU first warning weather Doppler radar across the region. I'm looking at a complex group of storms that's more the Houston area. Has been the case that's gone all the way back to last week and even now, as we've seen these groups of storms and these areas of storms really provided the energy from when they start to move to our area that sparks up the storms for the next day. So to be said, whether we find that moving in even late tonight to bring in a round of storms, or whether that energy holds off more towards tomorrow. Real-time temperatures, 80s, 88. That's the warmest we've been all day to about 89, of course, with a dew point of 77. Feels like 100 here in town. Everybody's feeling like 90s. And so what I just showed you, where we get those storms to fire up, and along what was kind of long ago a leftover front, and there's still energy from that leftover front all the way along the Gulf Coast. There's another system that's been kind of north spinning, so we added a couple different pieces of at least energy in the atmosphere. And then, of course, all the heat and humidity too, still sparking up storm activity for Saturday, for Father's Day into Sunday. We look at how things line up with that particular forecast, and we're going to get right into the high-res forecast, which shows there might be a couple of storms firing up here late tonight and maybe even late overnight too. That to me points to the energy that's over kind of Lake Charles, Houston area, could give us those storms, and maybe a couple that linger in the morning, but that's likelier south. Of course, the warm, humid, mild start to it, depending on how you feel, but really muggy too. 70s to 80, dew points really high. Scattered storms. I got these likelier as we go afternoon, mid-afternoon into the evening hours starting to wind down, but I do have some stormier Saturday in store as opposed to Sunday. Top temperatures as the storms fire up later in the day could be as high as 90 to 91, 92, 93. Of course, the heat index could be 100, 105. So here's the Omaha forecast Saturday. There is some energy here, a 30% chance of the scattered showers, but look at this, a possible storm forecast by Penn. So we do have rain chances in the forecast for Saturday. Omaha, this is for Omaha, 30% chance of those storms. The storm's possible. When I say plains humidity, that's dew point 60s, which feels better for us. That's a little humid that direction. Here in New Orleans for watch parties, obviously hot and humid. Chance of storms by 5, but those start to wind down as we go into the nighttime hours. Hey, we also have Pride Parade on Saturday for the French Quarter. Do have storm potential by 5, but starting to wind down. Heat index could be close to 100. Sunday, Father's Day. We look at least the storms firing up a bit later in the day as well. Midday through afternoon into the evening hours here too. Maybe even some nighttime storms, but with storms firing up and likelier afternoon, evening, allows us to heat up. 90 to 91, 92, heat index 100, 105. So maybe it's mid-morning brunch if that's where you're taking dad, or if he wants to sleep in, you can let him do that too. And to make him grill in the afternoon. And then we still could run into a storm at that time, the possibility, 60% chance. The takeaway, I do have a stormier Saturday, more widely scattered storms for Father's Day, but of course some heavy rain potential, maybe some gusty winds, and you see the temperatures and the heat index. Quickly, as we go to look at the tropics, nothing forecast over the next 7 days. Again, a little plume of some Saharan dust. There are a couple tropical waves, but nothing really showing any organization for us. WDSU first warning weather 7-day, the impact day tomorrow for locally heavy rain potential, more numerous storms. Father's Day, more widely scattered storms, and we'll continue that forecast through next week too.